With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, trackside. Once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series fires things off from Auto Club Speedway. 100 laps around this 2-mile track. Gonna get us set for tonight's crowning of the season champion. You're watching the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200 right here from beautiful sunny California. Well, not sunny any longer. Nice cool breeze rolling in. Track temperature pretty low. Fans in the stands might be looking for a light jacket before the checkered flag flies here tonight. Under the lights, it's gonna be an amazing night. Qualifying already underway. For the final time this season, we will see who can walk away with the top spot with the Damian Patton Real Estate Pole Award. I want to give a big shout out once again to Damian Patton Real Estate coming on board, sponsored the qualifying sessions as well as your starting lineup all season long. If you're looking for a home, let Damian make your next home your forever home. That's right, you can check him out. I believe there is Facebook pages. If you're in the Morganton, North Carolina area, check them out. Damian Patton Real Estate. So a lot on the line, right? We've got a lot to go over, a lot to talk about. Qualifying just about at the halfway point, so I tell you what, we're going to get rid of those graphics. try to pull up some of those qualifying times for you. Looks like 6 drivers on the speed charts already. Quick time belongs to the number 9 of Travis Smith, the 40:29 is the fast time here in qualifying. Matthew McMeekin right behind him with a 40:35. So quick times in qualifying. Travis looking to start his championship night off from the front of this field. Now, we mentioned championship night. Your championship 6 fighting for the season hardware are going to be highlighted here tonight in green, because green means go, and these drivers have got to go for it, and taking the pole position away, snatching it with just about 2 minutes remaining here. The 99 of Dustin German going to put his fast forward front of the field up 40:17. Since we've got now 10 drivers on the speed charts, we're going to, well, it looks like that's going to mess with it a little bit, so we'll try to let some more of these times roll in before we bring you that qualifying information. Alex Coffey, 8th with his first lap of 40:59, so a good amount to try to pick up. About a half a second is what he's going to need to take that top spot away. And there it is. He's going to do it. Top of the speed charts. Quick time belongs to that number 19 Toyota. Alex Coffey does it once again, adding to the pole positions in his back pocket this season. Coffey with a tremendous season. 5 wins on the season. Looking for a 6th here tonight. I do believe this makes his 7th or 8th pole award. I apologize. No, this is going to make his 12th pole. It's an amazing job for McCoffey. When he unloads and he gets into qualifying trim, you better watch out, because he is quick. We'll see if we can't fix that up for you. And there it is, Dustin German. And I believe that's going to be Rob Haynes overlaid on top of each other right now for some reason. But nonetheless, is what it is. Alex Coffey, top of the speed charts, 40:11 is the pole position here. So with just a handful of seconds remaining, it looks like that's going to do it. And Alex Coffey will take the final pole position here in the season for the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. So we spoke to you right about those championship 6. We're going to show you the points coming into tonight's race. Really not that much of a matter, that much of a bother, to be honest with you. These top 6, it's finish the best, and you're going to be crowned the champion. So we'll see who can get the job done, where it all lays out. But just in case you're curious, there you can see that top 6 all knotted up at that 2,000 mark. Christopher Spencer, Brian Mescal Jr. still battling it out for the best of the rest. Nigel Christensen could possibly get the job done, but Christensen not in the field here tonight, so he will not have that opportunity. Lance Yancey looking to try to pick up a handful of positions, maybe 2 at the most, with a solid run here tonight. And again, close battles inside of your top 20 for points position. So we've got races within a race within a race here tonight from Auto Club Speedway in the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200. Man, I'm telling you, this is what it's all boiled down to. This is what these drivers have been working for all season long. It's all culminated into this night. Solid, consistent season for Littleton. Multiple top 5s, multiple top 10s, almost a top 10 run in every single race here so far this season. So Littleton being that prime example that you don't have to get to victory lane. You just got to finish up near the front, bring the car home in a solid position, and you'll give yourself that outside opportunity to run for a championship trophy. And interesting enough, when we look at our timing scoring here from qualifying, looks like all 6 of your championship drivers, your championship hopefuls, all inside of the top 10. So the cream rising to the top late here in the season. And here in tonight's season finale, the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200, right here from Auto Club Speedway. Tell you what, drivers making their way back through pre-race inspection. So we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Then we'll head trackside for your national anthem. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And we're going to come back to you after the flyover, after the anthem, and drivers are going to begin to make their way onto pit lane, looking to roll off of the Damian Patton Real Estate starting lineup, or the starting grid, I should say. We're going to get set to bring you the Damian Patton Real Estate starting lineup right here from the season finale at Auto Club Speedway. That's right, it's the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200. And we're going to get a little closer to the track. You can hear those, excuse me, you can hear those engines already on. Drivers are ready to get this thing fired off. Just a handful left to come through final pre-race inspection. The anticipation building, sold out, packed house here tonight to see which one of our Championship 6 gladiators will get the thumbs up here tonight and become this season's champion. Can Alex Coffey do it in his rookie season? Could we see Jan van Leer walk away with the season hardware? You don't have to win the race, you just got to beat the other 5, but I think it's going to take winning the race to get that job done. As drivers, final few, make their way to the starting grid. And hear producers hitting those familiar sounds in the background. It's time to run down tonight's starting lineup for the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200, rolling off a pit lane, bringing them to the green flag for the final time. This season, walking away with the Damian Patton Real Estate pole position inside and behind the wheel of that 19 Alex Coffey. Dustin German gonna line up just to his outside with Travis Smith and Brian Littleton. Teammates back in row number 2. Row number 3 here tonight, the 11 of Christopher Spencer, followed by the 4 of Matthew McMeekin, Baker, and Hyde. Back in row 4, rounding out your top 10, 5 of Jan Van Leer, and the 86 of Jerry West. Carlton Charles and Raymond Hadina back in row 6. Row number 7 here tonight from Auto Club Speedway belongs to the 1 of Damian Patton, the 81, Zachary Compton. Rob Haynes, Brian Mescal Jr. back in row 8. Row number 9, the 69 of Gary Cleaver, the 77 of Lance Yancey, Chad Meadows, and Seth Steele. Round out the 20-car field here tonight, so that's going to do it for the final time this season for the Damian Patton Real Estate Pole Award. Music going to fade away. Drivers going to get ready to nail that loud pedal. We're going to get things underway for the first time tonight on the gas, and green flag flies right here from Auto Club Speedway. Racing already at the front of the field. Alex Coffey going to get overtaken. Big move to the bottom by that Hooters number 9. Oh, Travis Smith, he's looking for the early lead off of turn number 2. Very up the racetrack and make a run at the top. Dustin German up there. Smith got a tiptoe here. Don't want to get in trouble too early as Coffey drops it back to the bottom to 3 wide for the front. Side by side through 3 and 4. It's going to be a drag race. Alex Coffey, bottom of the racetrack with help. Brian Littleton at the top with the 80 Chevy Camaro. All 3 manufacturers represented inside of your top 5. We've got 1 Toyota, followed by Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Ford, Ford, Chevy. Sounds like we're playing bingo, huh? As we cross the line this time by 2 laps behind us in the bag. I believe that was Matthew McMeekin, the Ford Busch Mustang, getting a little loose at the top of the racetrack as we cross the line. Lap number 2 behind us. We'll drop that Tommy and scoring back over there to the left-hand side of your screen. 2-3 wide for the race lead once again. Smith digging on the bottom. Coffey maintaining in the middle. Gonna slide to the outside. Contact. 2-0, and Dustin German hard impact into the outside wall. There was contact between German and another driver, and Dustin German in trouble. Let's take a look real quick. Here's the replay. Dustin German, bottom of the racetrack. Looks like there is contact with the 4 of Matthew McMeekin. They're going to slide to the inside. McMeekin able to, oh my gosh, what a hit. McMeekin able to walk away from that one or drive away without much of a problem. Dustin German, big, heavy, hard, significant impact earlier, one of your championship contenders. Dreams just about dashed early here tonight. Less than 8 miles of racing behind him before there was contact and trouble. Dustin German falls to the rear of the field. Up the racetrack, slide job, crossover coming. These two look like some good old-fashioned dirt track racers here. Check it out. fly job and crossover. Thank you. We'll see if Smith goes up the racetrack here to take that position away. That's going to open up the door. Yep, there's the slide up the racetrack. Oh, Coffee into the outside wall. Alex Coffey going to nudge the outside wall. We're going to take a look, get a little closer here. Let's see if we can't take a look at Alex Coffey's machine down the right side. Didn't look like it was that big of an impact. Yeah, not a lot of scuffs or scrapes on that 19, but still contact enough. He's going to have to massage the fenders when he comes to pit road. Top 5, all your championship hopefuls. Travis Smith showing the way. Brian Littleton sitting in second. Alex Coffey going to fall back to third after contact with wall. Roy Hyde with a good run up through the field. He's picked up 4 positions. Now running in fourth, Jan Van Leer. There you can see that number 5 machine. Looking to the inside now on Hyde. And Van Leer, remember, he was running that Ghost Energy paint scheme for the majority of this season, but here it is. Final night, under the lights, pulling out a blue and black machine. Hopefully he's going to not have any bruises and be blue and black at the end of this thing, but we'll see how he goes about it here tonight. And just look how racy this entire field is. It's not just the drivers in the front. Brian Littleton out front, trying to step out, dealing with a handful of coffee behind him. Roy Hyde right here in the mix. Tell you what, it's early, but let's jump on board here. Let's go on board with that double O of Roy Hyde. Running down the backstretch. Roy, also one of the drivers that has had consistent finishes all throughout this season, able to point his way into the championship 6, has not visited victory lane at all this season, but as the double O crosses the line, lap number 9 goes on the board. He's inside here, top 5. Back outside the cars will go. It's Littleton opening up that gap. Travis Smith sitting in second. Alex Coffey right there, about a car length back. Roy Hyde looking for position on Van Leer. Now here comes the 87 of Raymond Adina. The 87 Rainier Beer Machine looks quick. Slides way up almost. Ooh, almost into that outside wall. Man, that was close. How about the man behind him? Brian Mescal Jr. still searching for pit road for the first time this season. And I tell you what, I believe we got the onboard camera shot. Let's take a look up at the tail end of Hyde. As there you can see that Rainier Beer, number 87, looking to float up the track, not going to make it up to the top of the speedway, and that's going to open up the door for Mescal Jr. to look for position. Now back off of the 19 of Alex Coffey. You can see the majority of this field. There's Roy Hyde up at the top of the racetrack looking for a position as Van Leer down on the bottom. Coffey has McNukin to his outside, so we'll jump back outside. These race cars right at the right time, man, ripping it up on that high line. So again, final time we're going to be seeing these machines in action for quite a while. They're going to take a bit of a break after the season to kind of enjoy the fruits of their labor, if you will. But keep your eyes peeled and your eyes out on the Turn 3 Racing Network Facebook page for all the upcoming announcements. When it comes to the NextGen Racing League right here on iRacing.com. The world's number 1 racing simulator. If you're looking for the best, don't settle for anything less. Millimeter accuracy, laser scan precision, all the cars and tracks working hand in hand with some of the most prestigious teams and tracks around the world. It's not just the NASCAR side of things. They've got Rallycross. If the Pro 4 stadium trucks are your thing, maybe you like Pro 2s, they've got them. How about the World of Outlaws, the Martel Builders, late model machines? All of these The dirt supercars are even here. Legends, bandoleros, it's all here. It all goes down. Road course racing, your thing. There you got it too, right here on iRacing. Number one racing simulator. So a big shout out to iRacing and all the heads up there up north for giving us such a realistic sim to get our adrenaline fix on week in, week out. If you're looking to rub elbows with some of these boys, you can find them on Facebook.com. That's NextGen Racing. You can also find them on the iRacing Leagues directory page, NextGen Racing. So we'll cross the line now. Lap number 14 goes on the board. Brian Littleton staying out front. Half a second. Travis Smith still has company behind him. Dropping low on the racetrack this time by trying to shake some of that draft, but making it really high right behind Coffee. There's going to be some runs coming, and I don't think Smith is going to be able to keep these guys behind single file top of the racetrack as they head into 3. Side-by-side racing for that 6th and 7th position. That's going to be Brian Mescal Jr. going on with Jan Van Leer. Mescal Jr., one of your championship 12, failed to make it into this championship 6. Oh, and contact Coffee. Ooh, boy. He was sideways. He's still sideways trying to save that thing. Big moments here for that 19 of Alex Coffey. Sideways, little bit of contact through the corner. He's able to keep it headed in the right direction. He's going to lose a bit of time here from inside of your top 3 now to the 12th position. Coffey. He's got a lot of ground to make up. The biggest thing you don't want to do right now if you're behind the wheel of this 19, the biggest thing that you cannot afford is to begin overdriving the car, trying to make up those positions. As we have a look on board now with the driver behind the wheel of that 19. Alex has got to be careful here. We all, as competitors, we want to get back what we lost as quick as possible. And it can come back to bite us from time to time, so we'll see just how Coffee goes about this. We're going to see green flag pit stops rolling in I would say within the next 10 laps or so. So a big chance to make up a whole lot back as long as he can keep his heads about him and his wits about him, and it looks like he's doing so. Still holding a pretty wheel after a big slide off of 2. Alex Coffey now sits in 12. So we'll jump back outside of the car and back around the track once again. Heading up here. Battle for that top spot. How about the run from Matthew McMeekin? He's wanting to play spoiler here tonight. McMeekin now sitting in that 2nd position outside of your championship 6. Has yet to go to victory lane. So could we see a first-time winner here in an outside? The winner. And I'm telling you, he looks pretty quick. And he's going to drop to the bottom. Look for the slide job laid off of 4. Here it comes. Up the racetrack, and Littleton going to go right to the bottom. Textbook crossover move. And Littleton will keep the race lead at the line. 19 goes on the board. Oh, you can hear him out of the gas, little feather of the throttle and into the outside wall, little bump with the outside wall. And it looks like multiple drivers struggling with a little bit of the handling here late into this long green flag run. 2, 3, almost 4 wide into turn 3. The 87 to head on Shane Brian Mescal Jr. right there to pick up the pieces. He's going to grab a spot as he heads to the bottom of the racetrack. Now back to the top as they enter 1. Almost 2 wide again for the race lead. The Hennings trains number 80 of Brian Littleton continues to show the way on the bottom of the racetrack, but the run from the top from McMeekin is too much to keep behind. Oh, and the 87 has trouble. The 87 with issues on the backstretch, and that's going to bring the caution flag out. Raymond Hedina with trouble, with issues. He's going to head directly to pit lane. My goodness, trouble here tonight. Lap number 20, just about a quarter of the way through tonight's race. Let's head back. Let's take a look. Let's see what happened here. And oh my goodness. In a bad situation, gone worse. Man, big time hit. Zachary Compton, big hit. Nowhere to go as Raymond was spinning across the racetrack. Nowhere for that 81 of Compton to go, and he's going to collect them. Yeah, I do believe that very well may put an end to both of those drivers' nights. So as we find ourselves under the pace car for the first time here tonight, we're just on the outside of that green flag pit stop window. So we're going to have a long train of cars down pit lane, and indeed we do. Everybody's going to come to pit lane. This is going to allow Dustin German to make up a handful of, well, maybe not positions, but he's going to make up a ton of ground. Be right there for a restart. So as we've got some time on our hands, we've got some bills to pay, so we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back with all your green flag action right here from Auto Club Speedway.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
And welcome back in, or if you're just joining us for tonight's Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200 right here from Auto Club Speedway under caution for the first time here tonight. The entire field down to pit road. Zachary Compton and Raymond Hedina pretty much done for here tonight, so we're going to get back with the front of this field. Let's jump out as Matthew McMeekin led up to pit road. He's going to lead the race off of pit road. Brian Littleton going to line up second. Roy Hyde, Steve Baker back in row 2. Travis Smith and Jan Van Leer in row number 3 for this restart. Row number 4, Brian Mescal Jr. and Jerry West, Rob Haynes, and Christopher Spencer will round out your top 10. So we mentioned earlier, Dustin German, one of your championship 6, early trouble here tonight. Big contact, big spin, and a big hit. He's had a chance and an opportunity to fix some of that damage. No quick fixes, no fast repairs here. Run what you brung. The Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series, none of that allowed in the championship chase. So German still behind that 8 ball. He's a little bit closer now. He's going to be able to hang on just a little bit tighter to this lead pack. He's going to need a little bit more help tonight to get some of those fenders straight. But I can promise you, there's no quit in that 99 SRTV network. The crew, they're going to be battling this thing all night. And battling here on the restart. The 4 and the 80 going to bring them back to the green flag as we head off of 4 into the restart zone. We roll and on the gas. Green flag flies once again here in the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200. McMeekin with a good jump, then 4 wide for third. Van Leer, Littleton, Baker, Smith all going at it for the third position as Roy Hyde going to take over second. Look at this gaggle of cars, a bee's nest going at it. 3 wide again, Baker in the middle, splitting 2 of your championship hopefuls. Oh, and there's the contact around up into the outside wall. Mescal Jr. involved. Big lick. Big lick there for the 23 machine. Carlton Charles involved. Look at Christopher Spencer heading down into that inside wall. Cars scatter along the front stretch just before your start finish line. Oh boy. Where do we begin here with this one? Let's just go back. Let's take a look. Do we got one, guys? Okay, we're gonna go with one. Let's see what we see here. There's a contact between Spencer and Baker. The 19 of Coffee involved. We didn't catch that earlier. The 19 of Alex Coffey going to get caught up involved in this one as well. Big championship implications going on here with this second caution flag. You can see all the mess happening, and Coffey going to catch it 2-3 times here. Just when you thought that was the break that he was going to need. Right, to get on the pit lane. He had some contact with the outside wall a little bit earlier. Just a little scrape. So he was able to, excuse us, he was able to massage the fenders and get it straightened out, get the car back to where he liked it. And here it is, more contact, gonna force that 19 on the pit lane. So you know what they say, cautions breed cautions, and unfortunately here tonight, that is what we have seen. This is just our second caution of the night. Long green flag run to open up tonight's race, so we'll see if these drivers settle in. Just arguing over real estate on a restart, and well, it happens. Tell you one man that doesn't want it to happen, and that's Alex Coffey. Unfortunate for Coffey. He's going to get caught up involved in this one. Significant damage for Coffey. Fortunately enough, with this 2-mile track, he can fix a good amount of damage. Kelly, don't worry just yet. I promise you it's not over. He is not out of this. He's going to get back out there on the track. And if we've learned anything watching Alex this year, it's that just when you think you don't have to worry, that's when you better worry. I promise you, he's still running. He's going to get rolling off a pit road here and stay on the lead lap. But still a long night ahead of him. Just over 70 laps remain. So still a long time for these drivers to make up some positions. And we're gonna mention one last thing about Alex, and we're gonna let him do his thing. We don't want to put any kind of bad juju on him, but Alex with fantastic debut season with the NextGen Racing series, with 12 poles on the year and just 18 starts. Just a phenomenal run. 5 wins, ton of top 5s, ton of top 10s. Absolutely setting the bar for rookies and debut seasons. Coffee definitely is not out. He's down, but he ain't out just yet. Keep an eye on that 19. Dustin Sherman going to join him towards the rear of the field. We've still got a handful of drivers on pit lane. As the pace car will duck off this time, we're going to get back green flag racing once again here at the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200. You wanted it, you got it. Here we go. Drivers into the restart zone, and away we go. Green flag flies once again here from Auto Club. Drivers jockeying for positions already. McMeekin able to scoot away for a moment. And keep in mind here, if you're one of those championship drivers still in the hunt here, whoa, big wiggle from McMeekin out front. Huge wiggle for Matthew McMeekin by the wheel of that Ford machine. You see the wounded warrior Brian Maciel Jr. down there on the bottom of the racetrack, keeping it out up the way, keeping it clean for the guys on track. Coming out just trying to make all the laps he can at this point, kind of pick up whatever pieces he can as the night continues right around the corner from lap number 30. About our fourth, fifth different race leader here tonight. And Joshua, we appreciate it, but not KR here. David again. KR's tomorrow night. OP Ray. Oh my goodness, big moment 23. All out of shape. Lance Yancey's going to pick up some contact out of that one. The 23. All sorts of sideways and out of shape. Rear of the field. Man, big moment. Matthew McMeekin almost into the outside wall. But we appreciate you coming by, checking out stuff here tonight anyway. Josh, no problems, no harm, no foul. We do appreciate all of our fans here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether you're stopping in to say hey or you are one of our dedicated fans, friends, family, one of our many sponsors. We appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. And speaking of you, let's give you what you're looking for. Let's drop that time and scoring back to the left-hand side of your screen that you find and follow along with your favorite driver here tonight. It's going to be some intense racing at the front of this field. How about the man out front now? Roy Hyde has yet to win a race this season. He's just kind of been, that old school lively veteran, right? Just picking up solid, consistent, quiet finishes. There's another driver off track on the backstretch. I believe that may have been the end of Chad Meadows. There's the 87 Bernier Beer Machine of Raymond Hedina. He's coming up to speed on the bottom of the racetrack, down there on the apron. Lap 32 now goes on the board. Single file at the front for the most part as Hyde looks to break some of the draft. Brian Littleton able to take over that second position. That's going to push the Busch forever. Number 4 of Matthew McMeekin back to third. Travis Smith going to run in fourth. Damian Patton right there in fifth. Heck of a night here tonight for Damian, showing up, showing out here tonight behind the wheel of that one. Dirty Air Racing, 4 out of your top 5 positions as they cross the track. Lap 33 goes on the board. So again, just a phenomenal job by these drivers. And how about a shout out to the drone cam operators here tonight? I want to give a big time shout out to Carlos Edgar out here in turn. Down the backstretch, turns 3 and 4. Manning, a solid drone camera for us here tonight. So a big shout out to him. We'll get a little closer to the cars once again. top three remain single file. Hyde, Littleton, and McMeekin. Smith still there. Damian Patton not too far off of them as we jump back here. But Jan Van Leer, there you can see that victory sim, number 1 of Patton. Holding down that 4th position, Matthew McMeekin in the 4 machine. Still sitting in 3rd. Quite a bit of a gap back now. Off of Van Leer, you can see that gap beginning to develop and get bigger. Jamie West sitting about, it looks like West has got himself in a pretty decent position. Gary Cleaver 1.3 seconds back from him. Dustin German with a good recovery. Solid night after early hard impact. Here's that 99 Ford Mustang back inside of your top 10. Alex Coffey unable to go anywhere so far after the restart. Man on a mission, but a man all alone and running solo here at the 2-mile track. That is Auto Club Speedway. It's going to get to be a little bit lonely. It's going to get to be a long night. Coffey's still well away from having to worry about being put a lap down, but running solo is never fun. Take a look as Steve Baker makes his way by. There's Lance Yancey, Brian Maskill Jr. drivers outside of your top 10. Off of the lead lap. Just a handful of drivers off of the lead lap. Looks like 13 still on the lead lap. Lance Yancey, that 77 Ford Performance Super Snake, sitting in 13th. A solid season for Lance as well. Made it into that championship 12, but comes up short on his run to the top 6. And he's on the outside of the championship looking in. And he's had a little bit of a rough night here tonight, getting all the way back in 13. And yeah, Kelly, we kind of figure he's limping around right now, but if he can catch a caution or two, right? If he can keep himself out of danger, out of contact, in trouble, and he catches a break here and gets 1 or 2 more cautions before the end of this thing, I think it might be enough to fix the machine up, to give him what he needs for a chance at the end. I don't want to write him off yet. Still running decently comparative laps to other drivers that are by themselves. Just a 10th off of Dustin German, who's also had some trouble. German sitting about 2/10 off of your race leaders. So there's still some speed in that machine. Coffey just going to have to bear with it and try to get all he can. Dirty Air Racing dominating at the front of the field as we make our way down the backstretch. Lap number 39 on the board. Roy Hyde showing the way. Littleton right behind him. Travis Smith and Damian Patton 5th and 6th on the racetrack now. What a run at the front. We've seen Dirty Air Racing have solid nights in the past 2 to 3 weeks. Not just one individual, but pretty much that entire team with great runs. Unfortunate circumstances have caught up. The 33 of Brian Maskill Jr. as well as the 77 of Lance Yancey. All in all, solid night here tonight for Dirty Air. Looking to the bottom, McMeekin taking a peek. Your top 7 still all over each other, man. Throw a blanket over them. How about the run from Van Leer? He got tired of waiting in the back of this pack. On the bottom of the racetrack, closing in on Roy Hyde. He's going to look to the outside now. Slide job coming right up in front of that 80 as McMeekin going to get stuck behind Hyde on the bottom. Hyde wanted no piece of that action. He dropped right to the bottom to guard that inside lane. And Van Leer makes the power move on the outside. New race leader at the front of this field. Jan Van Leer getting the job done. Man, what a run. We got to showcase this guy just a little bit. Salinas, California native. Get it done right here at the home track. Van Leer shows the way for the first time down the backstretch. Matthew McMeekin takes over second. Roy Hyde going to fall all the way back to that 7th position tail end of this lead pack, and that is just how fast it can happen from leading to 7th. He's going to have to be careful not to lose this draft here. Just a handful of laps away from our halfway point. We're going to try to bring you some of your driver highlights and spotlights here tonight. We're going to start things off with the biggest mover of tonight's race, though, in control of that Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award. Behind the wheel of that Nesquik number 28 machine. That's right, the man on the screen, Seth Steele, quietly up 9 positions from where he qualified. To Steele with a great run. Handful of drivers in the running for it. Chad Meadows also eyeballing that Hard Charger Award. How about Kerry Cleaver up 8 positions? Jan Van Leer up 8 spots. Damian Patton also up 8 spots. So the Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award not decided yet, but we're going to head back to the front. Van Leer showing the way, up 8 positions from where he qualified. He sits in first. Matthew McMeekin up 4 spots from where he qualified. He's going to look to the outside and look for the race lead. 2-3 wide once again. Look at the run from Smith on the bottom, trying to make something work with that black and orange Hooters number 9 machine. One of my favorite Chase Elliott schemes. And no, it's not because of the restaurant. I really, honestly, well, if you're out there tonight watching, all the guys, girls back at Hooters, we do apologize. Not a big fan. Just gonna throw it out there. Not a big fan. However, this paint scheme on this car, Lord, beautiful. Trying to make it work, just not able to get the power that he needs on quarter exit. Get that forward bite to get the 9 to the front of the field, but Matthew McMeekin has managed to work his way around on the high side and reclaim that top spot. Back to the lead once again goes the Ford. Not a lot of battles to speak of, so we're gonna stay right here with your lead 7 drivers on the track. Dustin German, Chad Meadows going at it a little bit with Kerry Cleaver. There you can see those 3 drivers knotted up with each other. The 199 of Rob Haynes trying to run them down. These drivers sitting about 3 seconds back. So Cleaver involved in some on-track issues. The 99, also the 8. All now trying to recover here tonight, all running with each other outside your top 5, but solid at the top 10. Check in with championship hopeful once again behind the wheel of that number 19 machine, the solid purple Toyota Camry here tonight, struggling after walking away with the Damian Patton Real Estate Pole Award. Alex Coffey, early trouble, then caught up on in another mess none of his doing, and Coffee really needs a caution. Coffee really needs the caution to gain that track time back and to give his crew an opportunity to fix up that machine and see what it's got left. So just about a lap or two away from the halfway point, we will give you your mid-race report, your driver rundown here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. You're watching the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200. 20 drivers started from the grid here tonight. We have still got 19 on the track. Only 18 still running. Raymond Adino on pit lane working on his machine right now. But still 18 on track, as we've got only 13 drivers left on the lead lap. Lance Yancey looks to be just about half a lap down at this point in time. So a lot still to go on. A lot can still go wrong for a lot of drivers here tonight. Looks like Brian Mescal Jr. going to work his way to pit lane. Mescal Jr. brings the car to the attention of the crew, and that brings us to our next point. We last seen a caution flag fly on lap number 24. Drivers came to pit road on lap 25. Handful of drivers elected to stay out. They pitted on lap 21. That is 30 laps of racing on the on the fuel. How many more laps before this lead pack has to start eyeballing that pit road entry? Smith gonna go side by side with McMeekin on the outside. Lap machine up at the top of the racetrack. The 23 gonna keep it well and clear of the battles here at the front, but we're side by side for your top 6. And again, I'm telling you, these guys, they do not look stable. Whoa! Just as I say that, I was going to say they do not look stable. They do not look comfortable. This late in the run looks like handling's starting to go away for a handful of these guys closing in on that Hooters. Merrow. Littleton looking to take a position away from Travis Smith, as we're going to take a look off of the back end. What do you say we take a look off of the rear of this 80 machine? There you can see the 86 working his way to the bottom of the racetrack. Jerry West with the SRTV Network. Sponsorship on his machine. Trying to get the job done here tonight for a smoke show. But again, Dirty Air Racing controlling the vast majority of your top 7 positions. Back outside the car once again, Matthew McMeekin out front. Teammates from 2nd and 3rd. 4th. Whoa, big moment for West on the bottom. Did you see that 86 twitch? No, I didn't. I'm not saying have you seen his Twitch streams. I'd like, did you see the car? My gosh. "55 laps into tonight's 100 lap event. We have seen 2 caution flags fly here tonight. We have been green flag racing for almost 30 laps once again here tonight. So Auto Club lending its hand to some great racing action. Into the outside wall goes McMeekin. McMeekin gonna scrape up the right side with a little bit of contact with the outside wall, and here comes Damian Patrick looking to the high side of that victory sim. Number 1 machine How about the dynamic duo at the front now? Smith and Patton. Old school racing buddies. Dirt trackers by heart and by nature, but here they are throwing slide jobs and crossovers, making their way to the front, and Patton walking away with his first win this season. Great run tonight behind the wheel of that one machine. Great, solid night. Starting to see a little bit of sparks fly from underneath of these machines coming through the center of the corner. Interesting to see. We've seen it, and there it is again. Sparks beginning to fly. We're really starting to see these cars bottom out as the night is going on. Interesting to see that as well. This late the run to see those cars sparking as they try to run those lower lines. Whatever he's doing, spotter and crew chief are going to tell him to keep doing it. Travis Smith now out to the biggest race lead we've seen all night, 0.6 of a second advantage, with the man behind the wheel of that nine chasing after what could be his very first championship here with NextGen Racing. Travis Smith, one of the drivers that has been with NextGen Racing ever since the PlayStation console days. That's right, you heard it right. PlayStation 3. Yeah, think of that. Think of that. Let that sink in just a little bit. From PlayStation 3, switching to PlayStation 4, then over here where the big boys play, on iRacing.com. Smith yet to win his first season championship in any series, brought to you by NextGen Racing. Over 240 career starts on iRacing series with NextGen for Smith. Over 20 wins. Well, I apologize, over 20 poles, almost 100 wins for Travis. Over 2,200 laps led. Is tonight the night that it comes together for the Hooters sponsored number 9. It's beginning to look that way now, almost a 1 second gap back to the pack. Jerry West, Damian Patton going at it, second and third. On the racetrack, you can see Matthew McMeekin and Brian Littleton. They're fighting for fourth and fifth. Van Leer, Roy Hyde, still in the mix. Championship implications run deep here in the front of this pack. Keep talking, Dave. What did I do? What did I do? I guess because Alex got a position. He's gaining. He's getting there. Still got a long way to go. But he's getting there. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Keep talking about Travis, and he's going to end up in trouble. See, this is why we love it when our dedicated fans and friends, family members come out and have fun. Enjoy your time in the chat while watching and supporting their favorite drivers. Kelly reminding me of that right there. Subliminally, I didn't catch it at first, but then I was like, oh, there it is. That's right. Well, we've got something for you. Green flag pit stops. Jan Van Leer. Gotta be the first only driver down to pit lane to keep our eye on this undercut. green flag pit stops, you gotta be on it. You gotta watch yourself. A pit road penalty at this point in time. About 14 laps past halfway. And here it is, drivers to pit road. Whoa, in big trouble. Big trouble. Roy Hyde with big time trouble, and caution will come out. Hyde looking to get to pit road and had some issues. Caution will fly. Caution. Once again here from Auto Club Speedway. Do we have one of them? Do we have that voice? Waiting for them to dial this one up. Let's take a look high above with one of our turn 3 drone cams. Let's take a look at this. There it is, a little bit after the fact. We'll try to take one more look at it, see if we can't catch when it all went down. There you can see Roy, bottom of the racetrack, on the binders, bit of a wiggle, and right into that outside wall. Oh my goodness, that is a big hit. That is a big time hit. We're going to take one more look on board here from the cockpit. You can hear him trying to get on the gas. There it is. You can hear him really playing with the gears there, all on the clutch, and then letting it drop back into gear. You know, when he did that, that seems to be when the car kind of wiggled and got out from under him. Nonetheless, we got a caution on the speedway. Few drivers able to make that green flag stop. Looks like a few drivers had to stay out. So things going to be a little bit mixed up here for the restart, as we've got Littleton and Meadows that still had to come to pit road. Lance Yancey is yet to make his green flag stop. Jerry West, he made his stop right as that caution flag was coming. You can see Travis Smith right behind him as well. Damian Patton, Matthew McMeekin, Alex Coffey, all to pit road already. It's going to be interesting to see where West and Smith and Patton really re-line up. Because they were on pit road when this all happened. They're already on pit road, so it's going to be a tough type. Looks like indeed Jerry West will emerge from this thing as your race leader. Chad Meadows gonna come out of it with well, no, he's gonna lose some positions now, I think. Just under 35 laps to go, and we've got ourselves a bit of a mix-up here. Drivers coming to pit lane under green flag racing conditions. One of your championship contenders on the binders, trying to get wound up and onto pit road. We mentioned this could be it. This could make or break you. And unfortunately for Roy Hyde, it may have broke his chances at that championship. Hard impact with the outside wall down across the track and into his pit box. He's been there for quite some time. Hyde will lose at least one lap here, if not more. Big, significant, heavy contact. Championship keeps getting a bit more interesting. 3 for championship drivers with trouble now make it 4. Jan Van Leer with issues and on to pit road as well. Smith, Littleton, just about the only ones to not have trouble. So it could come down to who's going to minimize the problems here tonight. Who's going to minimize the damage? I mean, it's going to be close to whether or not these guys have to come back to pit road for fuel before the end of this thing. Right, we were on about a 31 lap run right there before we seen Jan Van Leer come to pit road. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be close. And it's gonna be the one finger wave for the boss man in the flag stand. Our good buddy Joe Hugo will bring the iRacing pace car back to pit road this time around. And how about this for the first time in a long time? On that front row for the restart band, gotta give it up for both of these guys. Jerry West elected to take the high side with his Fast Forward 86 SRTV network. The Ford Mustang, he will bring us to the green flag. Damian Patton in the Victory Sim. Chevy Camaro, bottom of the racetrack. Great night for both of these drivers. How about Chad Meadows? How about that 8-man sitting what looks to be in the outside second row, second driver back in that outside lane, has that Monster Energy paint scheme on board here tonight. Not in the Spectrum number 8. He's in the Monster Energy number 8 here tonight. He is dialed up 15 positions from where he qualified. So Meadows in control of that Jekyll Controls Hard Charger Award. Big shout out to all the guys and girls back at Jekyll Controls, providing button boxes, hand brakes, and more. Again, that's Jekyll Controls. Pace car in. We're ready to lean into that throttle on the gas, and green flag flies once again here from Auto Club. Trouble at the front for West on the start. Damien gonna get out to a good jump. Travis Smith gonna take over that second position. Everybody bailing on the bottom, looking to go single file, but Littleton, he's gonna keep it to the inside. Here comes McMeekin dropping down the track. And around the top side, Patton gonna keep that race lead. He's gonna lead him to the line. And an official lap led once again for Damian Patton. And we haven't done it in a long time, but we're going to give it to you right here. We're going to step away from the mic for just a moment, let you hear some sights and sounds. We're going to turn it up. Man, love it when we get up close and personal like that, especially after a restart. We're going to drop that timing and scoring back over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Let you follow along and find your favorite driver here tonight. Don't look now, Kelly, but Coffee on the move inside the top 10. Right around the corner from 25 laps remaining here tonight in the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Cup Series season finale right here from Auto Club. Tonight's race sponsored by our title series sponsor. That's right, it's the Dale Earnhardt Chevy 200 right here from Auto Club. 100 laps, 200 miles of fast-paced racing action all night long under the lights, and once again dropping to the bottom. Van Leer looking to get himself back on the lead lap. So again, final few laps beginning to run down here on these drivers' championship hopes, on these drivers' championship dreams. Two drivers that have yet to visit victory lane this season now make up those top two positions. Patton and McMeekin looking for their first win. Brian Littleton looking for what could be his fourth championship trophy with NextGen Racing. A lot going on, a lot to digest. Austin German and Alex Coffey, they're back in the mix. 6th and 7th on the racetrack. If they get a late race caution, they could have a realistic shot at raising the season hardware. See how it all goes. We'll see how it all fares here tonight. 24 remaining when we cross the line this time by. So I want to take a moment to thank our title series sponsor, Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, stepping out on a limb, sponsoring a sim racing league on iRacing.com, looking at doing some amazing things when it comes to the sponsorship side of things. We do want to give Tommy and everybody back at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet a big tip of the cap and a thank you, sir. You're welcome, ma'am. Just an absolute phenomenal group of people. Absolute great place. If you're looking for a car, whether it's new or pre-owned, they've got them all. They can meet any need. And Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, while you're there, check out the Intimidator Shop. Original, authentic senior and junior gear. That's right. You can find it all right there. And if you can't make it to the lot, they've got it right there on the website, www.DaleEarnhardtChevy.com. You can find your best rates, best machines right there at DaleEarnhardtChevy.com. Also, don't forget about visiting that souvenir shop. So once again, big shout out to title series sponsor Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. As always, got to give a big shout out to Butt Kicker Haptic Transducers. Dial you in, feel every bump, every breeze as you make your way around the track and behind the wheel. Feel what you've been missing. Butt Kicker, the future is feeling. Another big shout out to a handful of affiliated sponsors. Mountain Mafia Kennels, the best American bully breeders in Western North Carolina. If you're looking for a beast of a breed, look no further than Mountain Mafia Kennels. Find them on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Once again, that's Mountain Mafia Kennels. Beef Jerky Unlimited, some of the best jerky in the nation. Doesn't matter if you're looking for beef jerky, turkey jerky, they've got chicken and pork for you as well. Some amazing flavors made right here in the U.S. An amazing group over there at BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Big shout out to Tommy Delago and everybody making things happen on that Phillips Connect crew. But again, check them out, BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Turn 5 in your discount code box to receive yourself a little break on the price. Another big shout out to Out of Work RP over there on the 5M servers. That's right, if you know, you know. If you don't, go find out. Telling you. Amazing group of people over there as well. So big shout out to each and every one of them. And a big shout out to each and every one of you tuning in week in, week out, supporting your favorite. Whoa, and we got trouble. Caution's going to come out as Damian Patton going to go off of the front end. Not quite sure who that was. We're going to take a look back. Did we got that already dialed up, man? You boys are quick. Quick on it here tonight. Let's go check the replay. Yeah, there it is. Patton just coming down the racetrack just slightly. Just a little bit. You can see him. Let's take one more look at it. Can we see it again, guys? There it is. Yeah, just a little bit of a wiggle. McMeekin doing nothing wrong. Holding a pretty wheel right there. But unfortunate. Damian going to come down the track a little bit and across the nose. Spin to the inside. Doesn't hit anything. That's the biggest part of this one, right? Doesn't hit anything in that Victory Sim #1 Chevy Camaro, so Patton will get it rolling. He'll have to try to run it down from inside the top 10 at this point. But no significant contact. Very, very big. So here we are. Caution number 4. Dustin German. Alex Coffey. Knocking on the door of top 5s. Once again, less than 20 to go. Drivers are going to come down pit road. Looks like the entire field's going to come to pit road. They're going to get fuel, they're going to get tires, and they're going to see if they can't walk away with the checkered flag and some season hardware. So as these guys rehydrate, refocus, and get ready to rerun it on a restart. We're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back with all your green flag action right here at the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200 from Auto Club Speedway.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
The backtrack side has promised, not missing any action. Hugo goes out the way. The boss man and the flag stand ready to drop the green flag, and there it is. Green flag flies as Littleton lays into the loud pedal. McMeekin not getting a good start on the outside lane, 3 wide for second. Jerry West right there in the middle of the racetrack. He's going to look to the top. Little bit of a slide from Dustin Sherman. Whoa, one more driver with issues. Christopher Spencer, the 11, with more issues here tonight. Sideways off of turn number 2. Inside the cockpit and running along with Brian Littleton. Then you see Jerry West is inside looking to lead a lap, and Littleton gets back by on the high side with 15 to go. We'll drop that time back to the left-hand side of your screen. All 6 of your championship 6 inside of the top 13. Coffee at the pit road lost a lap under that caution, fixing the final bit of damage. He's going to need one more caution here to try to get himself back onto that lead lap. So some very interesting, very interesting things as big win from the Nesquik number 28 of Seth Steele back in the 8th position. What a great run for Chad Meadows. Number 8 Chevy Camaro sitting in the 5th position for now, up 14 spots from where he qualified. So in control of that Hard Charger Award, brought to you by Jekyll Controls. They have sponsored the Hard Charger Award throughout the season. Also gave away some great prizes at the All-Star event from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Whoa, big wiggle from McMeekin as Smith closed in on his rear deck lid. Oh, Smith getting a little bit racy here, looking for an advantage, looking for somewhere to carry the momentum in the run, but it's going to stall out. That Hooters number 9 get a fall about 2 car lengths off of your race leaders. Pit crew glitched. Oh my goodness. We have seen it, we have heard about it, and that is a huge unfortunate circumstance for Alex at this point, especially this late in the race. And it looks like Littleton may be having some connection issues here. There it is, Brian Littleton blinking a little bit on the top of the racetrack. Now you see him, now you don't. You can see the sparks flying. He's still out there. But McMeekin and Smith going to make their way by on the bottom of the racetrack. And there you can see still having those issues on the top. Magic Man moment here for Littleton. And it is not the magic that he is wont. Matthew McMeekin will take over the race lead. Looks like things have stabilized on the outside lane for Brian Littleton. And that's one of the beauties or annoyances of online racing, is sometimes you lose a little bit of connection, sometimes you have a little bit of packet loss, sometimes there's all sorts of things that can kind of spike and go awry. We've had a few bugs plaguing us throughout this season ourselves, so we know how it can be behind the wheel as well. Littleton able to hang on the high side, got out of everybody's way, but stayed in it from behind the wheel, and from his vantage point could into the outside wall. It was just fine, but there it is. Contact with the outside wall for that hitting strains, number 80. $20 miles of racing remaining here from Auto Club Speedway as Travis Smith looks for the race lead. Bottom of the racetrack, comes up a little bit, no contact. Put close racing. Now that outside lane will motor on by. Does anybody drop to the bottom? And it looks like McMeekin going to burn Littleton to the bottom. Squeeze it up the track just a little bit. Comes Smith. right in front of that 86 of Jerry West, who makes a big move back to the bottom. There you can see Damian Patton, still a solid bite for that victory sim. Number 1 machine, Patton with a great top 5 run. Racing between teammates, second and third, battling for a season championship. What will Travis Smith be willing to do to walk away with your first championship, right? If Littleton gets there, sure, that's going to be his 4th. It's going to be just as sweet as the first. But we all that have had the opportunity to walk away from a season as the champion know what it feels like to finally have that breakthrough and finally put that moniker to your... Whoa! Way up the racetrack. Ooh, Travis Smith way up the racetrack, right across the nose of Jerry West, who had no option but to drop right down to the bottom of the racetrack. That could have ended very bad here tonight. And I apologize, that's going to be the 8. That's going to be the 80. The 80 of Littleton right across the nose. Woo. Things heating up here in the final laps. The Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200. Right here with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. We have been racing for 20 weeks. And it all comes down to this. The season culminates here from Auto Club Speedway. Who's going to walk away and be California dreaming here tonight? And in victory lane, they don't have to win the race. They just got to beat 5 other championship drivers. Matthew McMeekin looking to walk away with his first win of the season here. Spoiling the show late here tonight. Smith battling with West. Travis Smith continually jumps out of line, looking for a run, looking for some help, trying to get up to the front, at least get side by side with his Dirty Air Racing team. Whoa! And Damian Patton, all sorts of slideways out of turn 4. It was the 5-finger wave last time around, just 5 laps remain here at Auto Club West. Gonna drift up the track. That's gonna open up the front for Smith on the bottom. Nobody's gonna come with him. Damian Patton elects to stay at the top of the racetrack. That's gonna cost Smith just a little bit of ground on entry to 3. He's gonna gain through the center here. Great run through the center of the corner. If he can keep it down. There's the help. Damian Patton going to come down into that middle lane and help Smith on the front stretch. 4 laps to go. Will we see Dirty Air Racing drivers work with each other to ensure they not only win the championship, but win the race as well? Close racing. Close quarters between the drivers. Inside of your top 5, McMeekin from the top to the bottom, back to the top. Getting antsy just a little bit. Looks like the 86 getting a little bit antsy. He wants to go. Travis Smith has to go as well. He's going to try the bottom again in 1. Will he be able to keep the momentum up? No space to clear up in front of that 86. And that's the problem right now. We're seeing the problem for Travis Smith is he can make that big run on the bottom, but just can't seem to find the gap to come back up the track. Almost into the outside wall as we've got popsicle sticks on display, just 2 laps remaining. Here at the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200 from Auto Club Speedway. It's the battle for the race win, the battle for the season championship. Middle lane to the bottom. goes Littleton. Here comes Smith, wound up on the high side. He's going to get the nose to the outside of Littleton. Littleton going to be stuck all alone on the bottom of the racetrack and down, looking for the race lead. Smith could have stayed at the top, but he's looking for the race win. Backed up the track and into the outside wall goes Jerry West. Caution flag will fly. Contact as Travis Smith loose up the racetrack and into the into another driver into the outside wall. Goes Jerry West. Oh man, let's take a look here. You see Smith bottom of the racetrack. There's that little bit of a wiggle up the racetrack. He goes into Matthew McMeek, and Jerry West going to get caught up in this one. But man, tough night here. All tore up is that 86 SRTV network. The fast forward Mustang of Jerry West. But what this has done, race fans, this has put us into overtime. The drivers are now going to go beyond that 100 lap mark. They should still have plenty of fuel. But this is going to be one of our 2 official green-white checkered attempts. Contact between Smith and McMeekin. How hard, how significant is that damage? There you can see Alex Coffey. Unfortunate circumstances here tonight has kept Coffey mired in the back, begging for some help. So with just a 2-lap run in front of him, Alex Coffey back onto the lead lap, and we'll see your Damian Patton Real Estate Full Award winner can somehow chop it up through this field and have an opportunity. You still don't know what's going to go on this restart. You still don't know what could happen if there's trouble at the front of this field. Man, my nerves are about shot. They're about gone. So the field going to come off of turn number 4 and back through the triangle, cross the line, and the pace car lights will go out. Hearing word that the boss man of the flag stand going to give him the 1-finger wave. The 1-to-go signal this time around. And right, Littleton, he's got to get one more start right and hope nothing happens behind him. Littleton electing the inside lane. Damian Patton will start to his outside on the front row. Patton searching for that first win this season. Van Leer sitting in 4th. He's had a clean night. Can he sneak into this thing and get not only his first win, but get that first season championship in his debut season? He's had a phenomenal run as well in his rookie season. So, man, I'm telling you, this is going to be, it's going to be interesting. It's Coffey at full song, trying to catch up to the tail end of this pack, and what's going to vote well for him is not a whole lot of cars here that he's going to have to pass, but he's going to have to catch up, and he's going to have to catch up quick. He is going to catch up to the tail end of this field right as they work their way out of turn 4. Pace car in. Here we go. with the 2 to go signal when we drop the green flag, and on the gas, green flag flies once again here from Auto Club Speedway. Littleton at the bottom, big push at the top. Smith looking to go to the top. Now he's going to go to the bottom. Travis Smith going to okey doke and go to the bottom. Side-by-side racing action from teammates. Contact with the 9 in the previous laps. Is there too much damage on that 9? Here comes Coffee back inside the top 10. We're going to drop that teammate scoring just for your benefit at home. Travis Smith looking for a race win. Looking for his first championship. 4 wide behind him. 4 wide behind him as white flag flies. Final lap here from Auto Club Speedway in the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200 up the track. Slide job coming. Travis Smith to the point. Here comes Damian Patton. So Dernier racing your top 3 as we work down the backstretch. Coffee gonna get turned into the outside wall. Coffee into the outside wall. We're going to bring it back to the line. Travis Smith out front, and can he get it done? Off of 4 for the final time across the line, and new champion here with the Next Gen Racing Series. Travis Smith going to pick up his 3rd win, but more importantly, his very first season championship. Man, what a run at the end of this thing. What a move on the restart for Travis Smith to be able to walk away with the checkered flag in the season hardware. We're going to get rid of the graphic for just a moment. We want to go back and we want to see what happened here with this 19. You see drivers. Oh, there it is. The 8. Looks like the 8 of Chad Meadows a little bit loose. He catches the rear. There it is. Yeah, catches the rear of the 19. And around they go. Going to stack them up. By 3, sliding down the backstretch. Big tremble, big break. Tough night here tonight for that 19. But here you go. The man that has got it done tonight. Trying to see if we can't get up close and personal. Give us the drone cam. You got it. Let's get it. Gonna take a good look here as that 9 walks the dog, crab walking on the front stretch. Your race winner here tonight for the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200 and your season champion. Behind the wheel of that number 9, he will secure the top spot for the Dirty Air Racing lockout on the podium. Man, what a run, what a race, what a win for Travis Smith. Don't go anywhere, race fans, as he enjoys his post-race celebrations. We're going to get things set up for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back trackside, high above, as drivers await their interviews after an amazing run to cap things off at the end of the season here tonight with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200. What a run, what a race. We're going to see if we can catch up and have a few words with a handful of our podium drivers here tonight. But first, let's go to the man behind the wheel of that Victory Sim #1 machine. Damien, it's Dave. Man, been a while, but how you doing? How you feeling after that run?
It was a good run, Dave. We hadn't been able to make the races we wanted to make this year, but thanks to Victory Sim, all the guys that are seems like 24/7 helping me out at Dirty Air Racing, and felt good. Felt good to be back, be competitive. Looking forward to next year, hopefully.
Well, man, we first and foremost want to thank you for providing that sponsorship this season for the qualifying sessions, the pole award, and the starting lineup. A lot of big things going on in your life this past year or so. You know, became that first time dad, and how's that going for you?
Oh, it's going great. He definitely keeps me in check. I never thought that a 6-month-old could tell me what to do. But no, it's been great. I get to go wake him up, feed him, and tell him, Daddy got a top 3. So that'll be really good. And as far as the sponsorship, we plan to be back hopefully in more fashions than we are now. So sounds fun. I'm excited.
Well, man, an exciting finish for you, and telling him I finished top 3 is much better than putting him to bed already out of the race. Just kidding, man. Just kidding.
Yeah, I never like leaving early. That's not good.
Never good. Unless it's just to beat the traffic, and well, you know how that is. But nonetheless, an exciting finish for you in the season. As you said, walking away with the podium here tonight, 3rd place, up 10 positions from where you qualified. So you had a very fast Camaro underneath you. Before we let you go for the season, would you like to give any final shout-outs? Thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home, race shop, anything like that?
Oh, of course, the family. Casey Mahoney at Victory Sim. He's been my guy this year, helping me get everything together so I can have something to sit in and play around with on the weekends. And then obviously, again, the Dirty Air guys, we give each other a lot of back and forth. I feel like a lot of times it's more to me than them, but I think that's what friendships are. So, yeah, it's just been really exciting. I'm happy to work with them. It's fun to run competitively with them.
Well, Damien, it's been a long time, and it has absolutely been a pleasure to see you run so well here tonight and walk away with a podium. Keep your head held high, your elbows out at all times, and we'll catch up with you again here in the future, I'm sure. But until then, as always, my friend, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thanks, Dave. Have a great one.
All right, there you have it. Final few words for the man walking away 3rd here tonight from Auto Club in the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200 behind the wheel of that #1 machine, Damian Patton. And that's going to lead us right along in the running order. Let's see if we can't have a word or two with the man that had walked away in 2nd here tonight. It was a battle all the way down to the end. Brian, it's Dave. I don't want to say how you feeling after that one because I'm sure I know the feeling, but you can't be too upset about the season and the run, the opportunity you had here tonight.
Yeah, definitely a good finish, good season for us. A little disappointed, always a bridesmaid, I guess, in both the race and this season. Congrats to Travis on the win, though. It was a great race. A lot of good, clean racing up front. It was a lot of fun.
Well, if there's anything to go off or anything, I don't know, that make you smile, make you feel good. I don't know. I'm trying to butter you up a little bit if I can. I mean, I think there was only 1, maybe 2 races this entire season that you didn't finish inside the top 10. Your string of top 5s has been second to none this season as well. You've added to that over 2,000 laps led in the career century marks. So, I mean, 3 champions in your back pocket. I think it was time maybe to let somebody else win one, just saying. But, I mean, fantastic season for you. You added to your career stats all across the board. So a great, solid season. As we look forward to the off season, though, what's the plans? How are you going to refocus, reset, or have you even looked at that yet?
Honestly, I haven't even crossed my mind, to be honest with you. Probably continue doing what I'm doing. Um, Consistency has been my thing, so I think we'll just stick with that. It seems to work, although I didn't get the championship or the win. Um, Consistency keeps me up towards the front most races.
Well, if there's one other thing you can hang your helmet on, it's the fact that the championship road has run through Dirty Air Racing and its stable of drivers. Once again, you guys show up, show out, and have brought another championship home. So, congratulations to the team. Congratulations with everything you've accomplished this season as well. I know nobody likes to come in second. But still a phenomenal run for you all season long. Before we let you go for the final time, would you like to give any more shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, and maybe thank anybody back home?
Yeah, first and foremost, definitely congratulations to Travis on his win and his championship. It was a hell of a season. I thank Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet for sponsoring the league this year. It was great to have him on board. Appreciate you up in the booth doing what you're doing. I love listening to the races on Mondays at work. And thanks to Dirty Air for all the help over the season. It's a great group of guys to be teammates with, and we'll thank the admins and everybody, Jags and everybody that puts this stuff on. Without them, obviously, we're not here. So thanks to them.
Absolutely. Well, again, Brian, always a pleasure to catch up with you at the end of these things. From when we used to have conversations back on the PlayStation days to even now, we're talking almost a decade now. My goodness, I'm getting old. But anyways, I guess we're getting old. I'm not
Yeah.
alone in this one. No,
Right.
seriously, it's been a pleasure to catch up with you and watch, just watch you run out there on the track fast, week in, week out, no matter what you get thrown into. So again, congratulations on the run this season. And until next time, as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
10-4, man. Appreciate it.
All right, there you have it. From behind the wheel of the 80, with yet another solid top 10 finish. Unable to add to that championship trophy mark, but able to add a ton in the stats columns throughout this year. Brian Littleton will come home in second, and that's going to move us right along to the man in victory lane, getting the job done. And I'm going to say it, finally getting the job done. Travis and Steve, how you feeling, bro?
Boy, that's a relief. That's a relief. I'm telling you that was wild. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty wild.
Man, you had, this will be your third win this season. That's going to put you very close to that century mark in the winners column in your career for NextGen Racing. You've led over 2,200 laps, over 150 top 10s. But the one thing that you haven't been able to do was walk away with that season hardware. The trophy that has eluded you for so long is now coming home to that 9 shop. How good does that make you feel to finally put that check mark next to champion?
Wow, I didn't even realize that till you said something. But yeah, you're right. Been here for a long time, running a lot of races, won a lot of races, and with my schedule, with my kids playing ball and traveling stuff, just haven't really been able to put a full season together or be there at the end. And finally got one, man. That's really cool. I didn't even know that till you said it. So that's awesome.
Well, the next thing, we want to talk about that restart, right? You had to do something, to try to win the race. You made a big move from the bottom straight to the top, right back down to the bottom. With making those moves, did making those moves make it easier knowing that was your teammate in front of you with a teammate behind?
No, honestly, it would have been easier if it had been somebody else. I was just kind of trying not to get in the GM, and I knew I was going to try to, get on him quick. of course, we've ran a lot of races together, so I knew about when he was going to go in the restart zone, and I knew if I could just get a nose under him and get air on the nose of my car to make it turn would be good. These cars are so air sensitive; they don't turn real good. And I was just trying to get my nose out from behind him somehow, and it just made it work, man. And like I told him, I threw it in there in turn one, and he knew it was coming. I knew he knew it was coming because like I said, we've raced before. I've done that move on him about 500 times. He's done it on me about 500. We know what's coming with each other, so he knew it was coming. And I just told him, hey, if you would have gone on the brakes and got turned and crossed me over, it was your race to win. That was my only shot. I was going to try it one time and try to get, slide job on him. And he told me that when he picked the throttle up, it didn't turn and rotate like he thought, and he had to get out of the gas or wreck me. So it was, hats off to him. He could have dumped me, but it was a great race, man. Great race.
Yeah, an absolute fine showing for not just you, but the entire Dirty Air Racing stables. How about? He's one of your good buddies. You guys have grown up in the dirt racing world with each other and things of that nature. Damien, back on the scene, man. Emerging podium. How about the job out of him? Just all across the board. Dirty Air here tonight. Showed up, showed out, performed like the days of old. And I hate saying that, but really a great performance over the past three weeks or so for the Dirty Air Racing drivers. So you got some bragging rights now. You get to walk in with the trophy and say, "Ha, look at this! You can't have it." No, I'm just kidding. But again, man, always a pleasure to catch up with you, Travis. It makes me smile knowing that you finally got this job done, because I know just how good you are. I know just how hard you work out and just how much it means to you. So congratulations on your season championship. Before we let you soak this all in, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yeah. First of all, like you said, congratulations to Damian Patton. He tries, he gets in here, runs the limited schedule like we do, don't have all the seat time, man, but put this thing together on a brand new rig to come in here and do that. This shows that the effort he's putting in is really starting to pay off, and he's going to be somebody to deal with next year when we go into that next season. I'm telling you, he's got a really fast car every week. But I also like to thank Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet for putting on this great sponsorship. How cool is that? Win a championship sponsored by Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. That's not many people get to say that, so that's really cool. Hats off to Turn 3 Network. Y'all guys are the best. The best broadcasting crew out there. And thank God you're back. Dave and the K's been with us for a long time and got to come back this year. So that's even better to put on top of that championship. So it just keeps on getting better and better, and wife and kids, they let me come down here and do this on Sunday nights and don't say a word. So, everything's just perfect right now.
Well, again, my friend, congratulations on your race win. More importantly, congratulations on finally sealing the deal and putting that championship run together. It's been a pleasure to watch you over the season and over the years. Congratulations. Until next time, stay safe. Keep it fast. Burn it down one more time for us from behind the wheel of that number 9 Hooters machine. Travis Smith walks away as your season champion here with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. What a run, what a night here tonight, man. We couldn't be happier, we couldn't be prouder of the man that walked away with that championship trophy. A lot of great competitors in this league. A lot of new faces really showing us a ton of racing skill, a ton of speed, and a ton of perseverance. Want to give a big personal shout out to Jan Van Leer, the Salinas, California native, as well as Georgia's very own Alex Coffey. 2 rookies, debut seasons, and to come out and run for a championship. Absolute phenomenal job by those 2 drivers this season. It's been one heck of a run. Some crazy races here and there. But along the way, we have seen some amazing action with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. That's going to put an end to it tonight, and for the final time, for the moment, you hear those familiar sounds in the background. You know it's time for us to run down the unofficial race results here in championship night in the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200, brought to you by Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. Walking away, checkered flag and season championship in hand behind the wheel of the Hooters, number 9, Travis Smith. Brian Littleton going to come home second on track in second at the championship. Damian Patton showing up out of nowhere and walking away with the podium. Look for Patton to be fast. But we see him trackside once again. The 99 of Dustin German brings his SRTV network machine home in fourth. Rookie Jan Van Leer will round out your top 5 with Christopher Spencer sliding home in 6th. 7th tonight belongs to the 77 Ford Performance Super Snake Mustang of Lance Yancey. Seth Steele back in 8th with Chad Meadows in 9th with Matthew McMeekin bringing the Busch forever. Number 4 home in 10th, Alex Coffey with multiple incidents here tonight kept your pole sitter from really battling for that season championship. Tough break for Coffey here tonight. We look forward to seeing him next season. Seasoned veteran Roy Hyde in the 00 right behind him in 12th. Jerry West going to come home 13th. 14th tonight belongs to Carlton Charles with Steve Banker finishing your top 15. 16th tonight belongs to Rob Haynes with Kerry Cleaver back in 17th. 18th to Brian Mescal Jr., Raymond Hadina, and Zachary Compton round out your 20 car field here tonight in the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 200. That's it. It's done. Season behind us now. Drivers going to get relaxed and reset, regrouping, getting ready to go. Once again, a little bit of an off season coming up for these drivers. So look forward to some news coming at you here very, very soon. But before we begin to cut off the lights and roll up the course for the final time here on Sunday night, if you haven't already, show these drivers that love and appreciation and join us in that push to 3,000. Drop the drivers the thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave of the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding in to say, hey, you're one of the dedicated fans, friends, families, or one of our many sponsors. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. Big shout out to all the sponsors: Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, Damian Patton Real Estate, Bun Kicker, Mountain Mafia, Kennels Beef Jerky Unlimited, as well as At a Work RP. So with that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.